ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। या देवी स्तूयते नित्यं विबुधैर्वेदपारगैः सा मे वसतु जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती। यन्नित्यमानन्दमनन्तमेकं शिवेति नाम्ना श्रुतयो गृह्णन्ति। तस्यावतारो नररूपधारी कृपासुदाब्धिः भुवि रामकृष्णः। रामकृष्णगतप्राणां तन्नाम श्रवणप्रिया तद्भावरञ्जिताकारा जगन्मात्रस्वरूपिणी। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयात् इतरतश्चात्वेषविघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृताय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृता यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तगुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। सत्यव्रतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिं निहितं च सत्ये सत्यस्य सत्यं मृतसत्यनेत्रं सत्यात्मकं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नाः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। जयति जगति माया यस्य कायाधवस्ते वचनरचनमेकं केवलं चाकलैः ध्रुवपदमपि यातो यत्कृपातो ध्रुवोऽयं सकलकुशलपात्रं ब्रह्मपुत्रं नतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमदितितीर्षतां तमोऽन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां। यस्यात्मभूतस्य गुरोः प्रसादाद् अहं विमुक्तोऽस्मि शरीरबन्धात्। सर्वोपदेष्टुः पुरुषोत्तमस्य तस्याङ्घ्रियुग्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम्। स य एषो अणिमा ऐतदात्म्यम् इदगं सर्वं तत्सत्यं स आत्मा तत्त्वमसि श्वेतकेतो. This Mahavakyam is explained in the Chatushloki Bhagavatam. In Chatushloki Bhagavatam, Bhagavan says, other than me, there is no second entity. When we probe into that statement, we come to know that Idagam Sarvam is equal to Ishwaraha, Saha Ishwaraha, Aham Asmi. So Jagat Karanam Ishwaraha happened to be the spiritual seeker himself. That is the final revelation. This statement is not acceptable at the very first appearance. But when we probe into that, we can understand what the Shastram means to tell to us. When it addresses Tvam, you, it means you minus body-mind complex. So this equation is a truth. If it is not a truth, then Shastra cannot say Brahma vide apnoti param. Brahma veda Brahmaiva bhavati. The knower of the Brahman is Brahman. The knower of the Brahman attains highest. If it is not a truth, It will be a blabbering of the scripture. These two statements will be anarthakyam, meaningless statement. When, if Tattvamasi is not a truth. So Vedanta cannot say that by knowing you will be that. There is only one possibility. I should be already that. Then only Shastra can say, by knowing you will be that. By knowing chemical, I cannot become a chemical. By knowing law, I cannot become a law. By knowing anything in the blessed creation, I cannot become that. The knower is always different from the known. But here Shastram says, Brahmavide Brahmaiva Bhavati. There is no difference between the knower and the known Brahman. If this statement has to be truth, then I should be that Brahman already. That Brahmatva must be my intrinsic nature. Then we may ask question, what is the problem if the statements in the Shastra become untruth? Then the answer is, then there is no need for practicing any spiritual practice at all. If pramanam is untruth, then there is no path for us to move forward in spiritual life. Like if eyes are untruth, whatever it shows is not truth, suppose, you cannot move forward. If the eye shows that it is a stable earth and you say it may be untruth, how will put you one step forward? You cannot put one step forward. Any movement is possible with the conviction that the pramanam because of which I move is a truthful one. So we cannot afford to make the Shastram as untruthful one. Understood? It is like scientists telling sense organs are untruth, but still science can exist. How? It's not possible. All science, modern science or external science depend upon the five sense organs. If they are proved as untruth, then all the scientific verification, discoveries, inventions, all are untruth. Similarly, if Shastram is taken as untruth one, then there is no spiritual life, there is no need for spiritual life. Understood? So, pramanam cannot be untruth. Our understanding may be wrong. When it says something, at the beginning it may appear as contradiction. Where I am a tiny individual living in a dot called Earth, which happened to be a dot in the galaxy, and where the Ishwara who has created this entire creation including the galaxies. So it is not possible for me to equate myself with the Ishwara from physical and emotional and intellectual personality angle. From the angle of physical, emotional and intellectual personality, it is not possible to equate myself with the Sarvagata Ishwaraha, Sarvagnya Ishwaraha, Sarva Sakti Ishwaraha, Sarva Dayalu Ishwaraha. But still Shastra asserts, and it says, one who doesn't understand and accept this truth will live a life of an animal. Anyaha asau, anyaha ahamiti, saha na vede, yatha pashurevagam devanam sabhavati. What a statement! Devanam pashu. You will be a pashu of devatas under their control. Another place it says, Brahmatam paradad yo anyatra atmanaha brahma vede. Kshatram tam paradad yo anyatra atmanaha kshatram vede. Devaha tam paraduhu Yo anyatra atmanaha devan vede. All the devatas will reject you. Paradat means rejection. You idiot, get out. Like that they will reject. Then you have to hold on their feet. And that to lotus feet. What is the treatment? You are not equal. Why you are not equal to them? Because you have rejected them. You are told, they don't belong to me. When you say, Ishwara doesn't belong to me, then naturally, Ishwara also can say, you don't belong to him. Correct? So whether Ishwara belong to you or not, whether you are Ishwara or not, it depends upon your understanding, your acceptance of the truth. Certainly not possible from the standpoint of physical, emotional and intellectual angle. When devatas reject, which part of you they can reject you? Paradat, it says. They reject you. And you become a pashu for them. Which part of you? Same physical, emotional, intellectual part alone can be rejected by them. Your intrinsic nature called Brahmatvam cannot be rejected by them because it happened to be their real nature also. You understood? So it is up to you whether you claim yourself as a physical, emotional entity or whether you claim yourself as Sarvagata Chaitanya. You hold on to this petty body mind, you are rejected everywhere. You are treated as a pashu everywhere. Wherever you go. Wherever you go. Including Vaikunta or Shivaloka. You cannot occupy the Sheshanaga. You go and tell, hey Sheshanaga, I am Ishwara. Remove this Vishnu fellow. Let me lie down on you. You tell, Sheshanaga with 1,000 heads it will give one bite. You are Bhasma. When as an individual, even if you are the Parama Bhakta of the Vishnu, you try, I am Parama Bhakta of the Vishnu. Let me lie down on the bed at least once. You try. Will Sheshnaga allow you? No. Will Vishnu allow you? Your Parama Devata, Ishta Devata, Karuna Murti, will he give his seat? Never. He will tell, idiot, go and learn from scripture what you are, what I am. And then you can come and ask for this favor. He will tell. Otherwise, wait, I will take class. He will tell. Understood? So that is what? Parada. Sarvam tam parada. Yaha atmanaha anyatra sarvam veda. So there is no possibility than you being Brahman and Brahman being you. If you are not Brahman, what you are, you tell? What you are? When I ask what you are, who you are, what you will tell? You will tell only all apparent features about your personalities, and those features are nothing but your physical and emotional and intellectual features. I am so and so, whatever you give explanation. I am so and so. What so and so? You are not so and so, na? When you say I am so and so, you are not so and so. When you say I am human being, you are not dog, you are not donkey, you are not cow, you are not buffalo, you are so many things are there, not so and so. So when so many things are there, not so and so, naturally they will be threat for you. So it happened to be a standpoint from a particular point of view. Acharya Swamiji used to say beautifully. When somebody calls you Subbu, it's a standpoint of a friendship. Another person, maybe your wife, call you Enango, my dear. That is from another standpoint. From another standpoint, your child will call you Papa, Dad. From another standpoint, your parent may call you Day, Vada, you come. Idiot. From another standpoint, teacher calls you. Understood? So all are standpoints from a particular point of view. If the standpoint is taken as the whole point, then confusion, that is called insanity, mental disease. One beautiful example, when Acharya Swamiji used to give, I remember this. Henry the Eighth was a great king in England. Henry the Eighth, if you study the history, you can know, is a very good king. Henry the Eighth. So one fellow started claiming, I am the Henry the Eighth. Acha, the society, the people around him, how? I am the Henry the Eighth because I married a next door woman who happened to be the wife of 7 Henrys before me. She married 7 times. All her husbands are Henry, Henry 1, Henry 2, Henry 3. He is this 8th husband. So, being the 8th husband, for her, I am the Henry the 8th. See? It's a point of view, but it cannot be accepted. Total view. A point of view should not be taken as the total view. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's gospel, we come across an example called an elephant. Blind people touch the part of the elephant and describe the elephant based on their sparsha experience, touch experience. One say it is a trunk, another say it is a rope, another say it is a pillar, another say it is a husk removing pad. What is elephant? Please tell. None of these things can be accepted as elephant. None of these things can be accepted as part of elephant. Can a pillar be the part of elephant? Can a rope be the part of elephant? Please tell. So a point of view should not be accepted as total view. They will tell, you take a small stone and put in front of your eye, the whole world is disappeared. Only what you view? What you view? Only the stone. Keep it little distance. You will understand that also is a point of view. You view many things. In that view of the stone is a point. Understood? So therefore, point of view cannot be accepted as total view. You define yourself in any manner. Whatever you know about yourself happen to be a point of view only. Understand? That is why Shastra says, Iha ched avedid ata satyam asti. What a statement it is. If you know, then you are existing. Right? If you know you are existing means what? If you know you are satyam, that's the meaning. Iha ched avedid ata satyam asti. Avedid ched, if you know. Iha avedid ched, if you know here and now itself, then you are satyam. Otherwise you are asatyam. You don't exist. Certainly factual it is. You don't exist as a body. You don't exist as an emotional person. You don't exist as an intellectual person because there is no locus standi for your existence, for your individuality. Iha ched avedid ata satyam asti. Na chediha avedid. If you don't know about yourself, mahati vinashtihi. What is the loss? The loss is in the form of losing the opportunity to live as Ishwara. Losing the opportunity to live as Ishwara and living an unfortunate MBBS life. Most boring, burdensome, sorrowful life. So therefore, one should understand what the Shastra means. There is an inner meaning in this statement, Tattvamasi. There is an inner meaning in this statement, Ahameva asam agre, Ahameva asmi idanim, Ahameva bhavishyami. There is a hidden meaning. There is no connection between that statement and this statement. Actually, from the first appearance, like an equation, 5 minus 2 is equal to 2 plus 1. Where is the connection? Where is the connection? 5 minus 2 is equal to 2 plus 1. But there is a connection. And there is a fact also. There is an equality also. You understood? So therefore only Shastra says, you have to know this. You have to understand this. And especially Chaturmukha Brahma, Bhagavan Vishnu is talking all the while. Okay? All these dialogues are from Bhagavan Vishnu only. Chaturmukha Brahma, if you don't know, then entire Srishti will be what? Idiot Srishti. Created by idiot. That cannot be allowed. At least one person, you must be intelligent. Therefore, try to assimilate this. You are the whole. You are neither the product, nor the part, nor the property of your external personality. Simple experiment. As even I tell, you do mentally. Touch your nose, touch your head, touch your shoulder, touch your mouth, lip, touch yourself. Where you touched? When I told, touch yourself, where you touched? Where you touched? You cannot touch yourself. Because the toucher is the self. The self is toucher, not the touched. When I say touch your head, you can touch your head. When I say touch your nose, you can touch your nose. When I say touch your shoulder, you can touch your shoulder. When I say touch yourself, you cannot do that. Touch yourself. Where you will touch? Please tell. You cannot touch. Because the toucher is self. Now you understood? So you are not body at all. You are not body at all. You also know that. But you forget. Therefore, you are not the part of the body. When I say touch yourself, which part you touched? Yourself. Yourself means which part? Tell. Myself, when you say, I say yourself. In first person singular, when you say yourself, myself. When I address you, how can I address you? Yourself. Now you touch yourself. Which part you touch? Therefore, you are not part of the body. Simple experiment, Vedanta experiment. Are you the property of the body? Many may call from that property angle. Ye Karupa, Krishna. Krishna means Karupan, black wala. Even Bhagavan is called from the standpoint of attribute of the body. Blackness is skin color. It belongs to skin. But the person is called on that. Ye Sottattala, bald head wala. Bald head belongs to head, not to me. So I get anger. Hey bald head, when somebody says, I get anger. Shastra says, you get anger, na? Why you get anger? Because you are not that. Hey idiot, you don't accept, na? Idiocy belongs to your intellect. Ignorance belongs to intellect, not to me. Don't call me as idiot. Everybody says. Even child also will tell, don't call me, sir, idiot. Why you don't accept? Because that is the fact. You are Sarvajnaha, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Understood me? What is your whole truth? Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Brahmavida apnoti param tadeshabhyukta Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Paramem Vyoman. The total view about yourself is what? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is why any criticism you cannot accept. Any hurt you cannot accept. Any mishandling you cannot accept. Why? Because I am not that entity which deserves this mishandling and criticism. The very fear of death also cannot be accepted. Why, you know? How can I die? But these fellows are telling I am dying. And my sense organs also show that fellow died. Am I going to die? In my inner conscience, I have a feeling, inner feeling that I am Satyam Brahma, Nityam Brahma, Anantam Brahma. How can I die? That is why we never complain anything, whatever is fact for us. Do we complain? என்னன்னே தெரியல ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கிறேன். Do we complain that I don't know why I am happy? It is very worrisome thing. Doctor, it is very worrisome thing. What? I am very happy. Huh? You are happy? How can that be the complaint? That means what? It is like complaining. I am worried, doctor, because I have a nose. Huh? You have a nose, okay. What is there to complain? No, doctor, I have a nose, na. So when you complain about a truth, you are called patient, mental patient. That is why we never complain about our happiness. Have you ever thought of? All our complaints are about unhappiness only. Because I cannot be unhappy. Why I am unhappy? Because I am Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Anandam Brahma. That is natural. But my experience shows I am unhappy. Why I am unhappy? You understood now? Like a person asking, why this tiger chased? Why tiger chased means what? I cannot be chased by tiger because I am living in a city and sleeping in a AC room. How can a tiger chase? Why tiger chased? Natural question. Suppose you ask, why tiger is not chasing me? When you complain about your natural, intrinsic, what belong to you, you are called mental patient. That's why Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Bhrantaliye Vicharanti, mental hospital, wherein patients are so many patients. Here and there, one or two doctors are there. Majority is that side only. So, we should have the whole view about ourselves. What is the whole view about ourselves? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Aham Asmi. Aham Ananda Swarupaha. Aham Purna Swarupaha. If I am not Purnaha, Ishwara is not Purnaha. Jagat also is not Purna. If I am not Purnaha, if I am different from Ishwara and Jagat, as I am Apurnaha, all other two also Apurna only. Because they don't include me. Neither Jagat includes me, nor Ishwara includes me. Understood? Being Apurnaha, as I am subject to problem, Ishwara also will be subject to problem. See, to remove our problem, Ishwara brought the Shastra. We are such an intelligent fellow. We started giving problem to Ishwara. Instead of understanding and assimilating this truth, we reject this truth and argue with this truth and establish, you are not me. I don't want you to be me. Bhagavan says, you are me, my dear. We say, no, you are not me. We call ourselves as devotees. After rejecting Bhagavan, you are not me, then we call ourselves as bhaktas. That is why Gaudapada Acharya says, Upasana ashrito dharmaha jate brahmani vartate. So they are kripanasmrataha. They are miserable people. They are eligible for our sympathy. So the whole Jagat must be included in Ishwara, and both Ishwara and Jagat must be included in myself. If I am not whole, then Ishwara also is not whole. WHOLE, whole, not HOLE, okay? If I am not Purnaha, Ishwara also has to be Apurnaha. And there is no need for worshipping an Apurna Vastu, because he is already Apurna. What is there for me to get from him? Whatever he may give, it will be Apurna, because the person himself, Ishwara himself is Apurna. So Ishwara cannot be accepted as Apurnaha. Therefore, there is no possibility for the seeker than understanding this truth. Otherwise, he cannot live as a spiritual seeker. Neither he can reject the Shastra Vakyam, nor he can accept the Ishwara, Apurna Ishwara. Kurayulla Kadavul. What God? A God with all imperfections. Kekkarthukku narasama irukku. Even to hear, not good. Shabda itself not good. A God with all imperfection. What nonsense. An angry God. A greedy God. A judgmental God. Abrahamic religions have a God judgmental. He will give judgment. So my Acharya Swamiji used to say, all judgmental gods must be mental. Creation of mentals. Ishwara must be Purnaha. Ahetuka Daya Sindhu Karuna Murti Ananta Kalyana Gunanilayaha. This is nice to hear this nice. So therefore, if Ishwara must be Ananta Kalyana Gunanilayaha, he must include you also. Understood? If you stay alone, you will be what? Durguna Nilayaha. Because Ananta Kalyana Guna Nilayaha Ishwaraha. When you are away from Ananta Kalyana Gunam, what you will be? Durgunam. If you separate yourself from Ganga Pravaham, what you will be? What you will be? A mud puddle. A mud puddle. Understood? A dirty water source. Understood? So, there is no other way for the individual than to understand and assimilate this truth. There is no need for acceptance. Don't accept it. When you say, I accept Swami, that means you are rejecting the teaching. You have to understand and assimilate. Suppose when I say, you have great grandfather. Okay, Swami, I accept you. Arey, what is this? You should not accept it. You should understand what I mean to say. If I have a father, father will have a father. He will be a grandfather. Grandfather will have a father. That father will be great grandfather. So natural it is. This is called understanding. You understand? So, if you are not mingled with Ishwara, that Ishwara must be an Apurna Ishwaraha, and there is no point in realizing, attaining Apurna Ishwaraha. Apurna means what? Samsari. Apurna means samsari. MBBS Ishwara. You are MBBS Jiva and he will be MBBS, Maha MBBS Ishwara. MMBBS, Maha, most boring, burdensome, sorrowful Ishwara. That is not acceptable. Ishwara, who is limited by you, is subject to destruction also. You are limiting Ishwara. Ishwara is limiting you. Being limited by Ishwara, you are subject to destruction. Similarly, being limited by you, Ishwara also will be subject to destruction. Subject to destruction. And another point is, what is the line which separates you and Ishwara? Please tell. You are telling, I am not Ishwara, I am not Ishwara, I am not Ishwara. Shastra asks, all right. According to you, what is the separation line? Please tell. Immediately all the individual will tell, Na yanganga, our yanganga. Where I am, where he is. All right, where you are, where he is, please tell. All statements about where I am will be about what? Body, emotional personality, or intellectual personality. That three personalities are already rejected by the Shastram as a point of view. Understood? So therefore, you cannot hope to attain that Ishvara once you reject that Ishvara as not you. Param chet jnatavyam, aparam chet praptavyam. Prapta vastu cannot be the individual who gained that prapta vastu. See, I gain a mobile phone. Can I be mobile phone? Praptam is always different from the person who attained it. Understood? If Ishvara is Praptam, Ishvara will be always an object of your attainment. Can you accept this proposal? Kekkave Narasamar. Like mobile, I attained Ishvara. ஐயோ எப்படி இருக்கும் குண்டூசிலே குத்தணும். I attained house, I attained wife, I attained fatherhood, I attained Vaikunta. Is very okay. Up to this okay. Okay, because these are all objects. I attained Ishvara. After attaining, please tell, please think, after attaining, what is the status of attained entity? What is the status of attained entity? It's an object of utility, correct? So you want to use Bhagavan as an object of utility after attaining him? That means what? Still he is a means, not an end. And you call yourself as Bhakta. What type of Bhakta you are? That's why Bhagavan says, Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukriti norjuna arto jignyasurartati jnani cha bharadarshava tesham jnani nityayuktaha ekabhaktir vishishyate priyo hi jnanino tyartam aham sachamama priyaha udara sarvaye vaite jnani tu atmaiva me matam astita sahi yuktatma மாமேவானுத்தமாம் கதிம். All other fellows who call themselves devotees, நான் கிட்டேயே போக மாட்டேன், தூரம் இருந்தே, from distance I will tell tathastu, whatever they ask, because I know whatever they ask they have to give it up and they will be troubled by that. So கேட்டதை குடுத்துறேன், ஆளை விடு. But I will not give myself. I won't give myself because he doesn't want me. He has rejected me. Anyaha asau, anyaha ahamiti. He has already rejected me. I don't want you, Lord. I don't want you. I want you, if at all I want you for my moksha. You are the means for my moksha. You are the means for my artha. You are the means for my kamaha. You are not an end. Imagine if scripture prescribes the result of attaining Ishwara is getting 1,000 lashes every day in your life. அதுதாங்க மோட்சம். In Christianity, there is a concept. Being crucified is called moksha. So some mental but devoted followers, they enact that crucifixion voluntarily in their life. You know that? They enact that crucifixion. Because according to them, my Ishta Devata, Jesus Christ, has gone through this pain. I also want to know what the pain is. So I enact. Enact means what? I inflict that pain in me. I keep someone to nail my hand. They are very devoted, but idiots. Understood? So if that is called moksha, if it is supposed, how many people will be ready? It is. So moksha cannot be an object of attainment, nor Bhagavan can be an object of attainment. Now do you understand what Shastra means? You are Nitya Muktaha when it says. What does it mean? What you attain cannot be you. What you attain cannot be you. Can never be you. If you attain moksha, you cannot be a muktaha. You are the enjoyer of moksha. If that moksha is in the form of enjoyment, suppose, naturally it will be followed by sorrow. Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya yevate. Bhoga is equal to dukkham. Therefore, moksha, if it is an object of your enjoyment, will be dukkham. In that category only, Ishwara also stands if you consider him as an object of your attainment. Understood? If Ishwara is attained, what you will do with your Ishwara? Please tell. You attained Ishwara, okay. What you will do? No, I will hug Swami. Okay, how much time? 24/7? 365 days? 100 years? The very hugging will create problem. No, I will fall at the feet. Okay, how much time? 24/7? 365 days? Very falling at the feet of the Lord become painful. Because you have to fall. All the time you are falling. All funny ideas about moksha. You understand now? No, I will massage his feet. Okay, how much time? How much time you will massage? Our kaale veengidum. His legs will be swollen. But he will not leave. Bhagavan, there is a contract of moksha that I should be given kaingarya moksha phalam. What kaingaryam? Massaging. Bhagavan has to cry. Hey, utrura. Leave me, my dear. If this is called a devotion, Bhagavan will tell, get out of this hellish devotion. He will tell. Because that devotion gives pain for Bhagavan. See, he has given scripture, he has given this srishti, he has given this body, mind, intellect to know how to get rid of the hellish samsara. Now we are so expert, we bring Bhagavan into our samsara, then he has to put his two hands on his head, like Vyasacharya. Vyasacharya is Bhagavan's avatara only. He has to put two hands on his head. Ayyo, tala mela kai vechittu okkara vechuva. Idiots. In the name of devotion. That's why Bhagavan says, Udara sarva evite. Ellaru nallavanga dhaan, all are good only. Jnani tu atmaiva me madam. I consider Jnani alone as the wonderful person. Lovable entity, object of my love. Why? Why? Because he is myself. I can love myself only. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. I can love myself only. And in fact, there is nothing other than myself. One who has accepted and assimilated and known this truth becomes myself. Therefore, Jnani is myself. So, other than this possibility of being already as Ishwara, there is no possibility of getting moksha from samsara. Do you understand now? So, therefore, thought living as Ishwara. What a proposal! எங்க இருந்து எங்க கூட்டிட்டு வந்துச்சு பாருங்க நம்மள சாஸ்திரம். From where it has brought where? Pahimam, Trahimam. Like that we came to Bhagavan. Bhagavan gave the Shastram, because of which we become the object of worship. That process is finding an infallible entity in our life to handle our emotions, to handle our all type of restlessness, anxieties, fears. Then after handling anxiety and fears and restlessness of the senses, we try to live with the law and relate with the law. All relationships are with equals only possible. I cannot relate with goat. I cannot relate with dog. Only same species, same level alone is allowed for relationship. Understood? So, Ishwara becomes my relation in second stage. And third stage is, Ishwara is the only relation for me. Third stage is what? Ishwara is the only relation for me. Unlike in second stage, there are so many relations. Father, mother, brother, sister. There are so many relations. Ishwara is very close relation. Other relations are nearby relation, distant relation. But in third level, I live only for Ishwara because I don't have any other relation. That is called sannyasa ashrama. Vividisha sannyasa, it is called living for Ishwara. Living for Ishwara means what? Living for Ishwara means what? Having no other agenda with regard to physical, emotional, intellectual personality. Only one agenda. Who is this fellow? For whose sake I am living? Only one agenda is there. What is that? The pursuit of knowledge in knowing who is this fellow for whose sake I am living. As he appears is the fact, or something other than this is the fact. Understood? So when this question comes, then Bhagavan himself will teach, as I appear, I am not the fact. Hanuman, you wanted to live for my sake, na? Because your Gurudev, Surya Bhagavan told to give Guru Dakshina to his Guru, who happened to be myself. So you want to live for myself? Okay. Do you know what I am? Sollunga Bhagavan, please teach me. No, your Gurudev already told. What he told? He told 3 truths about you. What he told? He told 3 truths about you. In those 3 truths, one truth only actual truth. Other 2 truths are for appearance. Acha, you tell. Then Hanumanji says, Deha buddhya tudasosmi, jiva buddhya twadam shakaha, atma buddhya tvame vaham, iti me nishchita matihi. What a beautiful answer. Atma buddhya Tvameva aham. I am you and you are me. Deha buddhya dasosmi. This shariram is going to serve that shariram. This shariram is going to serve your shariram, unconnected shariram with your shariram. Jiva buddhya aham tad amshakaha. I am part of you. What is the jiva buddhi? Drama, character. I am the part of the drama. Correct? I am the part of the drama. As a Pavana Putraha, as a Rudra Amshakaha, I am part of you, my dear. As I am, you are myself. What an answer. What a clarity. In this, which one is truth? All the three cannot be truth. One is truth. Atma Buddhi alone is truth. Deha Buddhi is not truth. Jiva Buddhi also is not truth. Why? Deham is not truth. Jivatvam also is not truth. Deham is subject to arrival and departure. Many people ask, how a monkey can think like this? You understand? If you accept that he is monkey, he cannot think like this. If you accept that he has thought like this, he cannot be monkey. Now you tell whether monkeytvam, monkeyness and tailness is Vesha or not. Therefore only it is not true. A dialogue which was told having a particular role is a dialogue, not a truth. நான் கல்யாணம் பண்ணிட்டேன் நீங்க தான் எங்க வைஃப்னு சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கிறார். Suppose a fellow says, I have married you, you are my wife. When shooting time, film shooting time, can that be the truth? Can he go to that heroine house and say, I have married you? She will give beating. Hey, what you are talking? The dialogue I told, that is dialogue, not truth. You understand now? So all statements about ourselves is nothing but dialogue. Because of this Deha Abhimana possessed by this body idea and body's pleasure idea, we are not able to go deep in this understanding. So gradually we have to raise ourselves from Deha Buddhi to Jiva Buddhi to Atma Buddhi. Understood? In Deha Buddhi, you are Dasaha. You are Dasaha relating with the Lord, and He is the protector. You are protected. You are the lover. He is loved, and He is the lover. You are loved. So you relate. Then you live for Lord. Then finally, you come to know you yourself happen to be the Lord. So you begin to live as Lord, as God, as Ishwara. What is the meaning of living as Ishwara? Whatever Ishwara thinks, you have to think. Whatever he does, he cannot do. Okay? In Shakti, there is a difference. But in understanding, in knowledge, there is no difference. What is the knowledge of Ishwara about this Srishti? Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, Mayi Sarvam Pratishtitam, Mayi Sarvam Layam Yati. That is the thought process of Ishwara. Same thought process you should have. The more and more you have this Ishwaratvam in your mind, in your thought process, then that is called Mukta Jivanam. Bhagavan himself says in Bhagavad Gita, how Ishvara will think, Advesha Sarva Bhutanam Maitra Karunaye Vache Nirmamo Nirahankaraha Samaha Dukkha Sukha Krami. Understood? This is called Ishvara's thought process. Can you have this? Here Vishnu Bhagavan says, hey Brahmaji, now and then you have to come to the context, okay? Hey Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahmaji, start living as Ishwara. What is the meaning of living as Ishwara? Adveshta sarvabhutanam adveshta bhavatvam. Tvam bhava. What bhava? What I should become, my dear? Adveshta sarvabhutanam adveshta tvam bhava. You cannot have any hatred or dvesha with regard to any fellow in the creation, even if that fellow is Hiranyakashipu or Ravana or Kumbhakarna. Always you should address them, Hey Putra. Have you seen that cinemas and serials? How Brahmaji addresses these asuras? Hey Putra, my dear son. They have to address it. That fellow is going to create trouble to him. But he has to address how? My dear son, what do you want? What he will give, he will not ask it. Understood? Because he is Ishwara, na? He cannot ask, give me something. He cannot ask. He is Ishwara. So what do you want? When he offers what do you want, how he should address? My dear son, hey putra, Pritos me. He has to tell, Brahmaji has to tell what? Pritos me. I am very happy by seeing your struggles and tapasyas. Next statement, that fellow is going to give a troublesome statement. He is aware of it because he knows that intention. Still he has to say, Pritos me. You try to live like this with your mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, or son-in-law, or neighbor. Pritos me. What do you want? You ask one day. How difficult you will understand. Living as Ishwara is most difficult. But that is their goal. There only we have solution for all suffering. So, how Ishwara lives with this Srishti, how he handles with this idiotic Srishti, with all love and affection, you will understand only when you probe this Jnani Lakshanam. A person who understood this truth lives as Ishwara. That's why he is called Ahetuka Daya Sindhu, Karuna Murti, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. When he becomes Adveshta Sarvabhuta. More we will see in the next class. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam Tadeva Shashvan Manaso Mahotsavam Tadeva Shokarnavam Shochanam Nrunam Yaduttama Shlokayasho Nugiyate Gopika Jivana Smaranam Govinda Govinda.
न मे द्वेषराग न मे लोभमोह मनो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभाव न मे द्वेषराग न मे लोभमोह मनो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभाव न धर्मो न चार्यो न कामो न मोक्ष न धर्मो न चार्यो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञा न पुण्यं न पापं न सख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञा अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न